Hello,
Good evening,
everyone.
everybody.
Good evening.
Hey, Irene, sorry, can you just share it on your Facebook, please? Because I won't get any credits or anything. Okay, I can't get any comments or anything up. Good
No,
evening,
I can't.
everybody. Irene's just going to sort this out for me. Our
Is
Tony's
it?
going to be, sorry,
Is it on Tony's page?
it will be, I think. Our Tony's going to be a little bit late, but he will be joining us as soon as he can. So at the minute, you've got me and Irene, if that's okay with everybody. But I can't see any credits, comments or anything, so Irene will have to tell me. So
I've just shared it. I've just shared it for you, sweetheart. So
thank
you
you. I'll
should be able
pick
to
it up
pick it
then.
up.
But we will say good evening and welcome to everybody for joining us. Oh, that's it. Something else has happened on page. Do you want me to open in prayer while you're doing that, Irene, and Lord's
You
Prayer?
can, my love,
do your
yeah.
appointment? Yep. Right, we'll make a start then. If you'd like to join me in this silence, please. Heavenly Father, love of all light, thank you once again for allowing our loved ones to come close this evening, to help lift that veil between the two worlds, so our guides and inspirers come along to give only the truth of everlasting. I ask, Father, that any energies in here tonight to go to the four corners of the world, to Mother Earth, Father, to our animal kingdom, to our children, also to anyone on their beds of sickness, that they may get healing, Father, too. I ask that anyone who's taking their transition, that there is light to guide them safely home to their spirit world, to their family and friends, and for love and support for the people left on the earth plane to grieve for them. We ask this in all your name, which is love. Amen.
Amen.
Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Now it's over to our Pam.
Thank you, darling. I have literally just wrote this one and my printer went kaput on me. So if it's a bit garbled, don't worry about it. Spirit came to me this afternoon and I was just meditating, ready to come on tonight. And they gave me this and they said, come on, we need you to do this now. So, and it's just called Runaway. Why do you feel the need to run away? Nothing is ever that bad. Why will you not talk it through and stay? If you go, we will feel so very sad. I know people say the grass is greener on the other side, but it's not always true. The world is a scary place, so big and so wide. We want you to stay so we can look after you. Is it worth it for you to run away? Is it worth it for you to run away, or is it just because freedom calls? We can help you be independent night and day. We can keep you safe so you have no falls. If you don't feel you can live at home, let us help you find a safe haven. We're your family. We don't want you to be alone. We can take away that heavy load when you feel laden. Running away is not the answer for you. You could get into all sorts of trouble or worse. Come to us, tell us, no matter what, we are here in all you think, want, or do. If you leave us, the family, your home, oh, the hurt. Please reconsider. We want you in our lives, to love you, to cherish you, to care. We don't want to hear that knock and know that you have died. You are ours, family. All our love for you, we will share.
Oh, that's nice, Irene. I like that one.
Yeah, like I say, there's a few bits missed out because it's not printed. Oh, it has printed now. Oh well, never mind. I've done it now.
I've got my comments and I've done it myself. It didn't come through your way. But for those who are just coming on, can I just please say that Tony, all being well, will be joining us. He's just running a little bit late. He's got stuck. So all being well, he will be with us soon. Okay, so you're with me and Irene. So, and I've got on, good evening, everybody, and we hope we have a good night.
Absolutely.
Irene,
Yes,
Oh, and
darling.
thank you, Claire, love, because you're doing everything background for us.
Yes,
Would you like
Claire's
to?
in the background, so
Yes. Would you
she's
like to
looking after us.
start? Have you got a link? Shall we start?
We
We'll
can
not talk
do.
about. We'll get on with it, shall we?
Right. Okay. Oh, I don't know where I am at the minute. Right. Let's have a look. See where we're going. Right. Thank you for all your nice comments about my poem. It was a bit rushed tonight because I've only just written it. So, but anyway, there you go. And that
You're
is for
still drying.
anybody who's actually got a problem with a young one, or anybody who is thinking of running away. Please, if you can help, please do so. Right, okay. I've got a gentleman coming forward, sweetheart. I don't know who he is or what he is yet. He's in military uniform, this gentleman, and he's quite. Oh, here he is.
He's
Hi, Tommy.
back.
He's back.
I said you'd be here as soon as you could. Irene's just starting her first message, love.
Oh, sorry, sweetheart. On you go.
It's okay. I've got a military gentleman here because he's showing to me a military uniform, and he's got one of those big, lovely, wonderful handlebar mustaches. And he's showing me as he was in his younger days, but he's talking about family and he's talking about being a granddad. So I know that he had wife and children, and he's talking about a daughter. And this daughter has a few problems at the moment. And he's talking about an eldest daughter, but there is other siblings. He's giving me the name of saying Rodders, and he's laughing when he says his because he used to like Only Fools of Horses. Right. Yes, Paulie, I think he is from the UK somewhere. I do detect an accent. I don't know if he's Irish, Scottish, or Welsh, but there is some sort of an accent there. But it's a very light accent. So whether he moved from England into another part of the country, I don't know. And he's picked up the twang. Right, he's talking about. Right, he's talking about this. There's a few little problems in the family. Paul, if you can understand this, sweetheart, I know that you and your family have had a few problems. I don't know much about them, but I know that you've had a few, sweetheart. But he's talking about problems in the family and reconciliation. If you can understand that, Paul. Come on, sweetheart. Right, he's also talking about when he got. He's saying that when his legs wouldn't hold him up, he had to use a stick. He had to use a stick to walk with because his legs wouldn't hold him up. Can anybody else? No. Right. Okay then, sweetheart. Thank you. Can anybody else take this gentleman? He's talking. How many? He's talking about 5 in the family. Now I don't know if that's mum, dad, and 3, or 1 parent and 4, or grandparents. Claire, you think it might be your uncle? Okay, sweetheart. Well, I'll carry on with it then. Would you understand the rift in the family, Claire, please? Because he's talking about either a rift or a drifting apart of the family. What he's telling me is that you're not as close as what you used to be with your siblings. And he's okay. Thank you, sweetheart. So I think it might be with you then, Claire. Right. So you understand everything so far, right? Is this rift in the family? He wants, if you can, to try and mend it, or if you could make something where you can lean towards mending it, because he's saying it's not nice when you've got siblings or families that are apart, because at the end of the day, he fought in the UK. He fought. I don't understand that, Claire.
Claire's in Australia.
Oh,
Paul asked
right.
if he was in the UK, and this is the response.
Oh, right. Okay. I didn't realize that, Claire. I'm so sorry, darling. Right.
Sorry.
Okay. Um, yes, he did fight in the. He's just confirmed that, sweetheart. Because when I said I don't understand that, he put a thumbs up when Jean and Tony explained it to me. Okay. Yes, and he emigrated, but he wants to talk about the family, sweetheart. He misses you all dearly. He really does, and he just wants you to know that he comes around you. Um, and he was a bit of a character because he's giving me he's trying to laugh and joke, but there's tears in his eyes, sweetheart. So I know that whatever's going on in your family, he is actually getting quite upset about it, and he's wanting you to see if you can mend the bridges. He's saying, if you understand that. He's not coming close enough for me to describe him to you or describe the uniform he's wearing. I just know that it's military because he's got the cap on. And he's talking about medals, sweetheart, as well. And he was proud to wear the medals on his chest, if you understand that as well. He's talking about, okay, I don't know. Oh, right, okay. He's talking about, right, okay, sweetheart, thank you. Well, he's talking about he likes, there was a certain cake or something that he liked, and he's saying that somebody used to make it. Oh, bless, been since your mother died. Right, okay, darling. Well, this gentleman wants you to know that he is around you, sweetheart. He does come round you, and he's your uncle, right? Okay, that's lovely. Well, he does come around you, darling, and he comes with lots and lots of love for you, sweetheart. And he's giving me a lovely healing blanket for you, sweetheart. And he's seen the tears, darling, and he's just wanting you to. He's just wanting to say, dry your tears because I'm going to hold you up, if you understand that, because he knows you've had a hard time, and he just wants you to know that he's there to give you his strength. And this man has been in visitation as well, sweetheart. He's been to see you, and that's all he's saying, because he's getting quite emotional now and I can't understand him. But he's a lovely, lovely gentleman, sweetheart. And he says, I've come to say what I want to say, because he was a man of few words. I just wanted to let you know that I am there with you, and I am here if you need me. All you've got to do is ask and I will come. And he does come, and he comes and holds your hand sometimes, sweetheart. Yes, he is a beautiful man. He's got a lovely soul and a lovely personality. So I'm going to leave all his loves with you, sweetheart. And he's giving me a bouquet of red roses for you, darling. So red roses must mean something to you. And I'm going to give you that with all his love and all his blessings, sweetheart. God bless you. Thank you for working with me.
Thank you, Irene. Well, I can't continue with Claire because Lynn's jumped in because Paul come on first.
Oh, bless her. Oh, bless her.
Can I just say that she's very calm? She's very calm. It's
she was last time she came through, wasn't she?
Seen a different side of her at the moment, but all
You're frozen. Jean's frozen, Tony.
Yep. Jean, love.
Sophie's just said, trust Mum.
Frozen.
You have? Yeah, you're back now.
Thank you. And she's just said you're a bit all, I can't remember exactly what I put, mixed up, sweetheart. There's a lot of decisions you have got to make. And she says you've got to pick the right time and the right place to do it. All right, sweetheart. She's saying because things are getting enough. She likes how you've changed the house and done everything what you're doing. And can I just say, Sophie, that she says she's not far, darling. She's there with you, and she'll be there with you right till the latter end. Okay? So we're talking baby here, darling, not till you've passed. We're talking baby. Okay? And she's going to be with you. And she's just said, you've had two, so you know what you're going to go through. And she's just said, so you've got to get on with it. All right, love? So I know you've had a few problems with this baby, sweetheart. We all know, and we've all been sending you bundles of healing. But your mum knows that everything's going to come right at the end. Okay, sweetheart. So she's coming with that. Paul, can I just jump back, please, and say that, can you understand, darling, where somebody's just had one or two more than they would normally have? Drink-wise, please. Because she's just talking about somebody having one or two. I can't see any comments. So can you understand this, Paul, please? Because I can't see any. Oh, bless. Well, your mum's going to be with you, darling, all the way. She is. She's going to be there holding your hand, and you will feel her, sweetheart. You can guarantee on that. Is Paul still there? Can he understand what I've just said? Because I can't see him now coming up. Right. So you can understand it in another way then, Paul?
Yeah.
Right, thank you. Because it's just how she's telling me, but she's calm, and normally she can come a bit, not bossy, but yeah, and she isn't. So she's calm about this. She's just saying that you've got to sort things out carefully, sweetheart. Okay, and really think about what's what. And she's just saying about somebody having one or two drinks more than they would have had. Can you understand that, please? Okay, because she just mentioned that, and she don't want that to go. I know she's mentioning somebody's either stopped smoking and gone onto one of these toots, because she's taking me to a toot. I call them toots. They're not toots, but the vapor cigs, is that what you call them?
Yeah, vapors, yeah.
Somebody's changed to one of them, sweetheart, so she is aware of that as well. And she's also, I don't know who's done the talk about the dog, but there's talks about a dog, so I don't know where that is as well, Paul Duck. Okay. Somebody's laid some flowers recently as well, or they've put some flowers in a vase recently, so she's noticed that. That's fine, darling. You take it the way you can take it. Oh, he took something else?
No, it's just...
Oh, I thought we were being a bit rude there.
No.
No.
Thank you, sweetheart. You take it the way you can, darling, but it's just how she's explaining it to me, so me to explain to you. So which is best way for you, darling. Okay. But she's pleased that I know you've got to sort things out, but she's pleased the way you've come up to this point, or Scott, or whoever. All right.
Or lay down and keep your pins to yourself.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, bless you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I just know about that, the flowers. Okay, darling.
There you go.
Paul, she's been smoking. Thank you. I just know she's shown it me. Can I just say to you, Paul, as well, darling, you must have sensed her, because she's not just she's spending a lot of time with Sophie, obviously, because at the minute what's happening. But she's telling me that she's been around you lately as well, darling. Okay. She says she's been around and she's been seeing everything what's going off and everything what you're doing. And she's so pleased at the moment how you are dealing and how you are coping with things. Okay. Even though I've still got this confusion and what have you, but she's so pleased at that. She's just said, you've got to follow your own path, darling. So you've got to go with your own path and you've got to do what you think's right for you. If you can understand that as well, please, because she's saying it's you. Well, I think if she were going to threaten you, I think she would have done it, sweetheart, because I think she would have kicked you up there. Yes, Binah.
Up the jacksie.
Yes, and I think she's funny, because I've always had a way. She's been a bit feisty, like Tony's just said, but she's really calm at the minute. She's really calm, and she seems to be chilling. I say chilling, but that's what she's doing. But she is concentrating a lot on Sophie, but she wants to just get you back up to that mark, if you can understand, Paul. Okay. I know you've actually said you've been doing things to your home, and she's quite pleased with all this and that you're getting yourself sorted and everything. But you must be able to, I know Sophie's just put on about a necklace and things like that, but there's a lot more bits and bobs and I'm going to say bits and bobs, Lynn's about, because this is what she's making reference to. And somebody still lights a candle, please. She's saying they still light a candle in memory of. I've got to say to you, Paul, as well, darling, that what we install, October, aren't we just?
Mm-hmm.
There would be a birthday, sweetheart, somewhere in the October month, and a birthday. Because she's talking about the birthday, darling, whether it be a friend or what, I don't know, but she's on about the birthday here. Well, that's fine, Paul. If you're getting support, sweetheart, from someone else, that is no problem. But she's just pleased that, you know, if that's how you're finding it, then that's fine. She's calm, all right? But she's on about there would be a birthday. Oh, Halloween.
Yeah.
Because she's on about the birthday as well, darling, okay? Oh, I hope you dress your little ones up lovely, because you've got two beautiful boys. And I think they're stunning. Have you seen Claire's boys? Sophie's
Gorgeous.
boys, they are
They're
stunning.
gorgeous.
I hope you dress them up lovely. But she's coming in with you. She's coming in with so much love for you both, okay? Scott, she's just saying she hasn't forgot you, darling. Okay, she hasn't forgot you. So I don't think she has. She's there around you. But at the minute, she's spending time with Sophie. But Paul, she just keep popping in and out, darling. So you must have sensed her around your home. She's saying because she's having a good nosy round to see what you've done and if you've changed things around and everything, and look after the bits and bobs and still lighting the candle if it's you. Okay, that's what she's saying. Oh, I don't like it. She's just giving me a bread and butter pudding. So I hope you can understand. Oh, like the bread and butter.
Yes, please.
Yeah, same. I like it homemade.
I like it with croissants as well.
Oh, well, you can have the bread and butter pudding. I don't know who likes it. Or
we'll
what,
share it.
I can taste
we'll share it.
All right, sweetheart. You take care of yourself, Paul. You and also, I don't want to leave you out, darling. And Sophie, don't forget them photos. I'm looking forward to this new baby. Even though I won't see it.
We all want to.
We all want
to
in person, but we're
Yeah.
looking forward. It's as if we've all gone through this pregnancy with you, darling.
Yeah.
Right.
When we do in the
tour.
spring, when we do our grand tour and we go up and visit everybody, then we'll meet you and the baby and everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I hope that's been okay for you, Paul, sweetheart. I know it's only short, but she coming calm and not ranting and raving, bless her. All right. And I was saying, and God bless to you all.
I keep losing the chats. They're going up too quick. Oh. Well, I don't think I've got Lynn. I saw Julie Dallison's name go up. Are you still on, Julie? Because when your name went up, that's all I could see on the screen. So I think I've got a link for Julie if she's still on.
I didn't see Julie's name, sorry.
I saw a couple of people say hello to her as well. So she says she keeps losing the chat. So, but I've got.
Oh, she's there.
Yeah.
She's there.
Okay. Brilliant. Okay. Well, Julie, I've got a gentleman that wants to come and connect with you, and the gentleman, as he's connecting with me, is coming through with a paternal energy. So, dad, granddad, one of that line. But as he's connecting with me, sweetheart, I've got a really laboured breathing. It's like it's rattling when I'm breathing in. And so whoever this is, you'd have heard it as he was breathing. You'd have heard the rattling on his chest. And he's coming through with a lot of love and a lot of affection. But I do feel this man would have been somebody who wouldn't have really been... what's the word I'm looking for? He wouldn't have been able to show it very easily. He wouldn't be a cuddly sort of squidgy person, if you would understand that, please, Julie.
Sorry, somebody else hear something else?
Yeah.
Oh, thank God for that.
It's just in the background, it's fine. But it's... as he's coming through, sweetheart, he's talking about 3 with him. 3 with him. So there will be 3 people that connect with him in spirit, if you would understand that, please. So I don't know if this is like mum and dad and brother or what, but I've got that. And I want to say, he's talking, I know you recently lost your brother, sweetheart, but he's acknowledging that he's come home. So the family have greeted him and are with him, if you understand that, sweetheart. I want to say that I've got somebody else's energy coming through, and as this person's coming through, he's coming through with a lot of fun and a lot of upliftment, and I believe this young man would have been very funny, very witty, and very, very intelligent as well, if you would understand this. He's talking about the 22nd of a month, sweetheart. You know, if it's a date, it can be a little bit either side. But also, I want to say it's somebody who would take things quite seriously as well, if you would understand that, darling. And he's somebody who would be quite methodical as he did things as well. He would like to line everything up and not line everything up, but have everything planned and regimented. You know, if like when you're baking a cake, some people weigh everything out into little tubs and so they know they've got everything. That type of thing, make lists and tick things off is what I'm getting around that. Also, Julie, would you understand, please, where you still have stuff to sort out, or there is still stuff that needs to be sorted out, and that it's at the minute I get what he's coming through with is you.
Oh, where's Jean gone?
You need to start prioritizing things and put in and starting to sort things out in order, because at the minute you're trying to do a bit of this, a bit of this, a bit of this, and a bit of this, and you're meeting yourself coming back. And along with that, sweetheart, really random, Julie, but I've got colouring books. I know you can get like adult colouring book. I don't mean adult like Rudy ones, but grown up colouring books. But somebody must either have liked colouring in when they were little, or they're doing something like that now. But I'm colouring in, and it's therapeutic. He's telling me it's therapeutic. So if you can understand that as well, sweetheart. And also, I've got to give you thumbs up because of how you've bounced back again. And he says, it doesn't seem to matter what life throws at you, sweetheart, you bounce back. You and your brother both did. Bless you, sweetheart. That's lovely. But yeah, he wants to congratulate you on the way you've bounced back, and everything's resilient is the word he's using. You're very resilient. All right, sweetheart, because you've had to be with all the knocks you've had in life, darling, if you understand that as well. You understand the diabetic condition as well, sweetheart, because it's like I've got a finger pricker thing and I'm testing my levels. So somebody around you must have the diabetic condition that he wants to acknowledge as well. All right. And as they're pulling away from me, darling, I want to give you. I don't know what that flower is. I really don't know what that flower is. It's a little tiny purple flower. Forget me not. I don't know what it is. I've got it tattooed on my arm. Sweetheart, I've got to give you forget me nots, and I've also got to give you buttercups as well for the brightness and the upliftment, sweetheart. And I will leave his love with you, their love with you, and say God bless you, sweetheart. Thank you so much.
Julie, can I just say, sweetheart, that I do know your brother anyway, so I'm not going down that road. But can I just say, I've heard someone singing, always look on the bright side of life, darling. So that's just Tony's give you the buttercups to brighten everything up. And I'd also got the song. So always look on the bright side, sweetheart. Okay, which you always do. But Neil's always here, he's just said. So I'm not going into that because I do know Neil. Okay, sweetheart, but just look on the bright side of life. And I'll speak to you soon, darling. Night.
Thank you, Paul.
Yeah, lovely message there. Lovely message. Hope you're okay, Julie. It might have been
Thank you,
my
Julie.
telly. Ed's just turned it down, so I hope that's better for everybody now.
Yeah, can't hear it now. I
Yeah.
thought somebody were whistling at me.
No, it's I
You
normally
should
turn
be
it-
so lucky, lucky,
Lucky,
lucky,
lucky.
lucky.
I did. I thought somebody were whistling at me.
Dear
dear.
me.
Well, why not? Why shouldn't somebody whistle at you, Jean?
Thank you.
Right. There we go. Right. Okay. Let me see. Where am I going? I haven't got a clue. I've got a lady coming forward. I think I just saw Mandy Nixon go up. Mandy.
You did.
I did. Mandy, are you there, sweetheart? I'm not. I think this lady that I've got is for you because she keeps calling out Mandy. So,
Mandy.
yep.
It's like Sandy,
Anyway,
but Mandy.
she's come on then, sweetheart, come forward. Right. Would you understand, Mandy, where she's telling me that there's things have improved? I honestly don't know what she means by that, sweetheart, but she's saying you're getting there. Things have improved and you're a little bit more stable now than what. I don't mean that disrespectfully. You're handling things a little bit better now than what you were a few months ago, if you'd understand that, Mandy.
We've got another Mandy on saying I'm Mandy too.
Oh, right. Okay.
Mandy says just she understands, yeah.
And who's the other Mandy?
Is it
Amanda
Emma?
Hemstock.
Hemstock.
Right. Okay, Amanda. Well, you listening well, sweetheart. Oh, and Mandy Lynch. Right. Okay, I've got 3. Right. Let me see what I can do here. Right. I just saw Mandy Nixon go up, and I just thought she was the only Mandy. So I do apologise, ladies. Right. Let me see. Right. Things have improved from where they were. This is what this lady's telling me. I can see she's coming forward, so I can see her a little bit, and she's got either blonde or grey blonde hair. I don't know if and she wasn't very big, this lady, but she wasn't small either. She was sort of just a medium size. She wasn't tiny, but she wasn't as tall as me because I'm 6 foot. So she's somewhere into it, but she's got lovely manners and she's got beautiful skin, this lady. She really looked after her skin, and she really also looked after her hair. She liked to look smart, and she never went out scruffy, she's saying. And if she was around the house, she'd just wear like what we all wear, leggings and such. But when she went out, she would put her smart clothes on and really dress up. Even if she was just going to the shops, what's that? I'm 6 foot if I stand on a rather large box. Okay, Michael, thank you for that. You think I'm describing mixed mum, do you, Mandy? Thank you, sweetheart. Well, as I say, this lady was smart, and I don't know if She's showing me a picture of her at a wedding because she's got this beautiful wedding outfit on and this absolutely gorgeous hat, and she looks so happy, and she's got this beautiful smile on her face, and she had a lovely heart, this lady. And she just wants to know that she's around you, sweetie, because she's just holding out her arms to give you a big hug. She knows that you've had it tough, and she's seen the many, many tears that you've cried, sweetheart, and she's just overwhelmed with the fact that how many tears you've shed. And we always say, oh, that's your wedding photo, is it? Oh, right, Mandy, that's another Mandy. Okay. Well, she's just overwhelmed with all the tears that you've shed, and she just wants to let you know that we know that grief takes time, and we know that grief has no ending. But will you try and dry your tears a little bit, sweetheart, because she's okay, and it's important for you to know that. She's not telling me what she passed with, sweetheart, but she does come in visitation, and she's been with you through times, and she had a certain perfume that she used to wear, and when she comes, she brings that perfume with her. And can you tell me why she's giving me violets? I don't know if she's giving me violets the flower, but I don't know if it's violet the perfume as well. And come on then, sweetheart. She's talking about somebody making, I don't know if somebody used to do embroidery or sewing, but she's talking about somebody making a silk purse out of a sow's ear. Now, that's an old saying. My grandma used to use that, and it's one of those sayings where you've got something horrible and you turn it into something beautiful. She had them in the garden, did she, Mandy? Right, thank you, sweetheart. Well, she's talking about the violets, and she's also talking about the colour purple, and it was her perfume, the other Mandy. Right, okay. I'm going to have to see if I can try and split this. Right. Come on then, sweetheart. Give me something. Right. She's giving me a memory of going on holiday, and she's talking about Blackpool. That's very strange. I've just come back from Blackpool. She's talking about going to Blackpool, and I don't know if she danced or if there was somebody else in the family that danced, but she's talking about going to the Blackpool ballroom. But I do know they just do afternoon tea at the Blackpool ballroom as well. So, okay, Amanda, that's lovely. Thank you for letting me know, sweetheart. But she's talking about either going to the ballroom and dancing, and you've just come back from Blackpool as well. Right, Mandy, this is the other Mandy. Okay. And she's talking about somebody having a condition where they couldn't breathe properly towards the end of their life. They struggle to draw breath, and she's not telling me. I feel this is some sort of heart condition. So somebody had a problem with the heart. So you're out as well, Mandy. Right, okay. So this must be with you, Mandy, the other Mandy. But she's talking about somebody with a heart condition and couldn't breathe very well. Would you understand that, sweetheart? That's your dad. Thank you. So I'm with Mandy Lynch. Right. Okay, sweetheart. Thank you. She's telling me that he's mended now, sweetheart, that he's okay, that he's back to his normal self, and he just wants you to know that he comes around you too, darling. Okay. I haven't got a lot more for you unless Tony and Jean have, but I just want to leave you with all her love, and I've got to give you some bluebells as well. She's talking about bluebells and daisies and all the spring flowers, all the daffodils, which I know is Jean's favourite, and all the lovely spring flowers that come. And she's giving me wallflowers as well. So you must need some colour in your life, sweetheart, because I know that wallflowers are very fragrant and they're also very colourful. So I'm going to leave that with you, sweetheart, and with all her love. And thank you so much for working with me. God bless.
Well, I don't know if I've got the same lady for one of these Mandy's, because I'm not sure, but the lady I've got, I would have said probably been about 5'5", 5'6", maybe a bit small. I'm going on me because hospitals shrink me all the time, as everybody knows. And I know this lady wouldn't have been very large at all as she comes in. And she's making reference that she didn't like trousers. She would have always wore a skirt or a dress. Can one of you Mandys understand this, please? If not, it's for someone else.
Well,
I know this lady as well were very house proud. She liked a nice home. As she's making reference in, she's bless her, she just said her home was a castle. Yes, I can. Right. So it's the other Mandy then. Oh,
Amanda Hemstock that you've got.
And Mandy Lynch said that's my mum.
Right, let's sort it out then. I know this, her home was a castle she's making reference to. She had a beautiful home. She's saying everything in it was my own. She says, and I looked after everything. I know oh God, she's just saying that I always had duster. So I know this lady would have dusted and polished and days for this and days for that, because that's what she was like. As she's coming in here as well. She's also making reference to where there would have been, she's showing me, I'm going back a long time with this, where there would have been the old coal fire. So I do know at some point this lady would have had a coal fire, because she's showing me the old coal fire. I'm not saying she had it now, but she had it then. We're now going to Angela. I was Mandy, weren't it?
It was Amanda, yeah. Oh,
yeah, Amanda Hemstock and Mandy Lynch as well could take it.
Can they understand the fire? The fire.
Mandy can.
Because yes, right. Still listening, Angela, sweetheart, because you know what can happen. I'm going to say in this game. Anything can happen when we're talking to spirit, but she's making reference to this as well. Okay, I know this lady. Oh, I'm sorry, I'm uncomfy. That lady's just said she was uncomfy as well. So I'm moving the pillar. So I do know this lady must have, prior to a passing, must have been propped up with pillars, because she's just took mine off me and put it at the bottom of my bed, and she says I was uncomfy as well. So I know this lady did get uncomfortable quite easily, and she fidgeted a lot, bless her, because she couldn't get settled. She's making reference to that. Okay, she's saying that there would have been some divide, or somebody would have left, because she's showing me where the family's divided slightly. I'm not saying there's a fallout, but it's as if somebody's moved, or there's something with the family. She's making reference to that. Okay, so I hope you can understand that. I do know somebody's come to the end of the crossroads, and they don't know if they're going right, left, straight on, and this is just how they feel at the moment. Okay, so she's talking about that, and she's saying you're all on the right step, so you must have already made your mind up. Excuse me, which way you're going, or you've almost made your mind up where you're going. Okay, because she's talking about that as well. This lady had got. Right, thank you. I know this lady had got quite a few nice friends, because she was very sociable. I'm not saying she went to bingo or anything like that, but it's if she was sociable, you know, and that's how she's coming in. She'd got time to open the door and give somebody a cup of tea if they needed it and needed a chat, because that just type of lady was. She says she did like the family around, so I know this lady would have. Right, thank you, because I had to move my pillar. You were just getting on my nerves. And then she's also talking about she liked the family, and it was a shame that not everybody was there. So I hope somebody can understand where somebody didn't get to either a passing or they didn't get to the funeral, because she's saying it's a shame, but things happen and not everybody can be there. And there's nothing we can do about it. She's talking about an hymn. Now, a lot of people today have songs, but this lady's talking about an hymn. And she's also mentioning, I know I've got the Amazing Grace, and I've got the Lord's My Shepherd, and I know their hymns, what people have. But can I just say, this lady's talking about, come on then, the old rugged cross. All right, as well. Thank you, sweetheart Mandy, because she's talking about them kind of songs as well. Okay, this lady would have liked to sing. She says, even though I weren't very good, but she says I like to sing, so I know that she would have sung as she was tidying round. And she's just making. She could make really good pastry, because I was saying, is it a cake? But she was a very good pastry. I've got pastry. She was very good at making pastry, dear. Well, she said very good at pastry, my dear. So that must have been something she said, because she's on about this. Okay, and she's wanting, bless her. She's just saying, I want to put my arms around you and give you that big hug and that big squeeze which you're needing at this moment in time, darling. Okay, so that's what she's wanting to do. And she says, if only I could, I would. So she's mentioning that as well. All right. I know this lady, I've got aches and pains everywhere. So this lady, prior to a God, I can't say it. She must have had trouble talking as well, because I can't get my words out prior to me passing. So I do know that she had a lot of the aches and pains, bless her, because she's making all my body hurt here. And I know I'm struggling talking, so I do know this lady would have had trouble with the speech prior to her end as well. It was hard to get my words out, she's just saying. Okay, so I know she's doing that. And I don't know why she's telling me. I don't know if she had the glass of sherry or somebody had a glass of sherry who you can remember this by, because she's just given me it had to be one of you. Thank you. I've got one of those little proper sherry glasses, port glasses. She's just given me one of those. Right, so this is why my bones then. My bones. And why I couldn't get everything out. Thank you for that. Oh, she's such a lovely lady, I've got to say. And she, but her bless her, she's just said, yeah, well, she's, but I could be nasty towards the end, and she wants to apologise now. She says, I knew I could have said things what might have hurt, but now I understand. So I don't know how many of Mandy's is in now, but I hope you can understand that she's wanting to apologise for them words she said prior to her passing, bless her. She says, because I understand I did. And I know that also somebody had problems with the hearing. I know I kept thinking, could I hear whistling? But she's changing them to hearing aids. But somebody was very self-conscious about wearing those big hearing aids with big box behind their ear. Because she wouldn't have them. She wouldn't have them. Or this somebody wouldn't have the ones with the big boxes behind their ear she's making reference to. Okay, she's talking about somebody, this should split something. She's talking about one of your Mandys must have bought a new rug, or you're talking about a new rug. Because she's talking about the new rug here as well. Okay, I've got Sharon. She's just mentioned Sharon as well. What's connected somewhere. All right, darling, I'm finishing now. And also, I see a chain, but I'm not sure what's on, but she's touched me cross, so I don't know if it's a cross and chain, what there would be left on the earth plane as well. Okay, as well as the rings. All right. Oh, she just said, and me watch. So I'm going to say these things, what this lady would have left. I know she's talking about 2:20, so 2:20 must be important. And there would be a passing in the month of November, and there's a birthday in the month of May. She's just said as well. Okay. And somebody's waiting for a letter through the post. Somebody's waiting for something to be posted. All right. So I hope that's helped someone out. If we can try to split it that way, if you can understand the last bits, because they would be important. So that should split it up. Time she passed. Thank you. So if we couldn't split it, I'd up.
Are you two related?
I was just going to say, let me see. I want to split it, but it's obviously we can't at the moment.
No.
Can I just say that I know I read notes, but can I just say I'm not.
Oh, you've frozen again?
I think she was going to talk about one of them knitting,
saying
because she mentioned me knitting, didn't you, Jean?
So, well, I don't know, but anyway, she's just showing me one knitted pattern, and then I'll explain what's on it, bless her. So I hope I'm not giving nothing away. I am not predicting, but I have got a little baby cardi knitting pattern. the baby knitting cord at and booties, and that's the pattern she's showing me. So I hope that can split it into comes hand. And I haven't predicted, Tony, it's a knitting pattern.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
And the
this is,
tension
you know, like the
unisex.
little. She just said it's like the little. She says I've got it wrong. It's a matinee coat.
Yeah,
The
it's a
little baby's
matinee.
matinee coat. So I
It's
got it
called-
wrong.
yeah.
I do apologise.
Oh, and Amanda Hemstock has just become a grandma.
Right. There
there
you go
you
then.
go.
So all you Mandys, take whatever you can from this message,
Yeah.
sweetheart, please, because obviously there was a bit there for everyone. Okay.
Absolutely.
And I will say a night and God bless. And before I do, I've just got to give somebody Love Arts, packet of Love Arts. And the one what's on the top says I love you.
Oh,
And
that's nice.
packet of Love Arts, and it says I love you. Okay, and I'm going to pass that on, and I'm going to say thank you for bringing this lady forward.
It's not,
She's lovely,
that
isn't
bit's
she?
not for Mandy Lynch.
No.
That's fine. That's fine.
Well, I just want to say hello and good evening to Daddy and Mummy, Daddy Alan and Mummy Josie.
Well,
Yeah.
I was talking to him not long ago because me and Tony was arguing who we're going to have what out of the house.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Seeing as they've adopted me.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, Tony, have you got anything, darling?
I've only got really small message, and I don't know where it's going, but I've got a gentleman that comes through. The gentleman as he's coming through, I've got this very calm energy, very gentle energy, and he's I can smell cigarettes around him, and I can feel my my throat's gone really croaky, and it's as if I'm having difficulties talking, and I don't know what this is. I don't know where the problem is with this chap, but it's throat, chest, but it's definitely affecting my voice, and it's making my throat croak. So, but as he's coming through, I want to talk about robbing Peter to pay Paul. So I know in this gentleman's life, times would have been a little bit tight, and we'd have had to juggle money around to pay the bills and to pay things as they're coming up. And he's he's showing me the old brown pay packets with the slips in.
God.
Oh,
You
I
know, the
remember
weekly
that.
pay packet, and it tells you what you're being paid on the front of it. I've also got connected to him. I'm clocking in. So I'm putting the card in the machine and putting it in the racks, if that makes sense. I know I'm working hard in my life, but towards the end of my life, the latter half of my life, if you like, things were a bit easier. So at the beginning, like just after we're married and things like this, things are hard and I'm working hard. But then the things got easier towards the end of my life. Right. Oh, Irene normally gets these names. Mavis. Mavis connects around somewhere. Mavis.
Well, I'm just waiting, darling, but I can take all this and I can take Mavis.
Right.
But you've got two people on here that can also take it. So I'll just.
Yeah, I've got Angela Atkinson and Mandy Nixon. All right, at the minute. Okay. I want to connect around a Raymond. I don't normally get names.
You don't? It's unusual,
I don't
isn't it,
normally get
Tony?
names. But Raymond must connect as well. You're out, Angela. Okay, Mandy Nixon, are you in still? Because if not...
If not, Irene's in.
If not Irene, up until Raymond, Irene could take everything as well.
Yeah, I could take Raymond as well.
Okay. I want to be around the 15th of a month, and I want to be around May as well, because he's just shown me the 5th month. So I'm around May as well. And I've got to say Robert's here as well. Where are these names coming from?
It's not like you, is it?
No,
No,
it's not like you. You don't normally get them, do you, darling?
no. Raymond was your best man. Okay, Mandy. Right. Wow. Okay. I'm walking up a street and I can see the path on either side, wooden fencing. I don't know if this is a council street or what this is, but all the houses are uniform and they look like rows of semi-detached all the way up. And there must be memories of walking up this street, and it's on a bit of a slope as well. So the road slopes up as you're walking up it.
Yep,
Right. Okay. You can take that.
I can.
Right. And the house I'm visiting is a bit up, I would say about a third of the way up the street,
Yep,
because I'm walking about a third, because I don't know quite what's at the top of the street because I never get that far. I always just stop so far up.
yep.
Okay. Bless you. I can see an apple tree. Where's the apple tree? There must be memories of an apple tree as well because I can see the apple tree.
I'm nodding for Irene, and I don't know why.
Yeah.
Right. I can see the apple tree. And somewhere somebody must have used, I want to say Duraglit to clean metalwork because I can smell it and I can feel it on my fingers.
Yeah.
It was like cotton wool, wasn't it? And you tore bits off and you just
Yeah,
rubbed all your
like
metalwork with
brass
it.
or
And it went
like
black.
that, weren't it? Yeah.
Yeah. But I've got this on my hands as well, so I'm cleaning. Also, I want to acknowledge the lady going back in the family that would have been in service or would have been a domestic, because I feel like I'm cooking and cleaning and washing, but it's for other people. It's not for me.
Yeah.
Because I did mine when I went home. So I've got somebody who was in service or was in domestic service. Also, somebody who would have worked in hospitality, because I know you did, Irene.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm more in a hotel or a guest house or something, because I'm cleaning rooms and I'm working in the bar and I'm serving and I'm doing everything. All right. I want to talk about 7 connected to a family as well, because I want to be around the family of 7. And I know we've just been talking to a Claire earlier in the service, but I need to give you the name Claire as well. I feel earthside. I feel I'm earthbound with Claire.
Yes. Yeah.
Right, that's fine.
Yeah.
But also in spirit.
Yes.
She can't be both. No, there's one in spirit.
One in spirit and one on earth. Yes.
She can't be in spirit and earthbound. All right, that's your Aunt Mandy as well. So far, I've got a split message. All right, okay. I want to give you, Mandy or Irene, I need to give you a Siamese cat, a very posh cat.
Posh cat.
Siamese. Yes, I have a stray half Siamese that comes.
Oh, right, okay. Well, they're very temperamental, our Siamese cats, and they're very sort of aloof.
Oh, yes. If she doesn't like the food, she sticks her nose and her tail in the air and walks away. Oh, I'm not eating that.
Irene has told me about this Siamese cat.
In the gym.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, she's a very posh cat, and I've got to give you it. And so don't be surprised if you end up with it moving in then, because it's coming around and I can see it on your knee. So anyway,
wow.
I can, as just as you said that, it's sat on your knee. I can see it. So don't be surprised if it doesn't come around a bit more.
Okay.
All right. Know where we're going now then, sweetheart. I need to give you somebody. I need to give you, or man, you can't do the cat. Okay. I need to give. I feel I'm just with you now, Irene.
Yeah.
Mandy, if you can take this as well, please listen in, but I do feel this is directed towards Irene. I need to give you somebody who took religious orders or wore the collar, because they're putting my collar on.
Yes.
They're putting my collar on, so somebody near you must have taken orders at some point in their life. All right, bless you, sweetheart.
Many years ago, my best friend when I was in primary school was a little girl called Heather Bell, and her father lived in the manse, and he was our Methodist minister at our
Right.
church.
All right, that's where that is then. Okay.
Yeah.
And I need to acknowledge as well a lady connected around who would have spent a long time either in a hospital or a sanatorium or something, because it's like I went away from my family for a long time to recover.
Yes.
All right, because I know my grandma was in a TB hospital for a long time.
Yeah,
and it's
similar
that sort
thing.
of feeling that's that
Yeah.
feeling I've got. All right. And I also need to acknowledge a family line that goes back, and for some reason they're showing me the plague.
I'm doing my family tree, but I haven't got that far yet.
Well, you might find connections around Eam or somewhere then to show me the plague and the shit with the rats on and things. So I don't know why I've got to give you that, but I've got to give you that. All right.
Thank you, darling.
As they're withdrawing their energy from me, I want to give you a cameo brooch.
Yes.
I need to give you the cameo brooch, and I've got to give you, I'll be very careful how I say this, pearl earrings, the necklace, and I don't know if it was a pearl bracelet as well, or if there was a bracelet with pearls on it, but I've got to give you that. And somebody must have been, no, sorry, I had that wrong. I was going to say somebody's making wedding cakes, because I can see the wedding cakes, but somewhere there's a box and it's got a piece of the top tier of a wedding cake.
Mine.
Because I can see it in a box.
Yeah, mine.
So there you go then. All right. I'll leave their love with you, Irene. Thank you very much for taking this. Mandy, take the bits you could.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lovely energies. Really lovely energies.
Thank you, sweetheart.
Bless you.
The pearls. Ed bought me a pearl bracelet, necklace, and earrings for our 30th anniversary last year, which is a pearl. But also, I've got my mum's pearl, three-tier pearl necklace as well.
Oh wow!
That came from my grandma. Yeah.
Beautiful. Well, thank you everybody for joining us tonight. I do apologise for missing the start of the service, but I walked a bit further than I meant to with the dogs. That's why they're not kicking off and jumping around, because they both spark out in the basket.
You've worn them out. Bless you.
Yeah. I forgot the walk. I used to do the same walk with Tia and Paddy when we had those two. And I thought, oh, that's a nice walk. And I forgot most
You've
of
got to get back.
Yeah, and then I've got to walk
you
back
walk
as
back,
well.
you don't realise, but you've got to come back, haven't you?
You have, yeah. So I felt fine going out, but I didn't come back. But anyway, so Pippin is currently curled up. All I can see is a little grey ball of fluff in a basket.
Oh, bless you.
With a pink collar attached to it. So there won't be a service Sunday because I'm out. But Monday, I believe we should be okay. I don't think we're
not out Monday. No, we're not Monday.
No. So the next
Are you
service
out?
I don't think so. I don't think.
There's nothing in the online bit.
I'm out on Monday, but it's afternoon. I'm at Nottingham Spiritualist Church.
All right.
But that's in the afternoon.
Okay. So there won't be a divine service on Sunday, so we'll do it on Monday. If you want anybody included in our prayer list, please message one of us with names to be included, and we'll include them in our list. Send them through anyway, because we all include healing in our prayers every day. So
Absolutely.
if something crops up, send us a message and we'll put somebody in our prayer for that night if you want it sending through. So yeah, then there'll be the Monday service. Wednesday and Thursday there'll be the other New Christian Spiritualist services. And then we three shall be back Friday evening. So yeah. And by then I might be back at the caravan if I can escape for long enough. But I don't know. We'll see.
When's that? When are you going at Van? 2 weeks?
No, sometime this week, I hope, because I want to be there before my angiogram on the 13th. So, but I've got to be back Sunday because I've got to do my COVID test ready for the 13th. Yeah. So,
That's this week. You're getting me confused now.
Yeah. Sunday next week, the 10th.
Next week, right.
The 10th, I've got to have my COVID test done.
Yes.
Up on Moorgate. It's not in the hospital, it's the building before.
Can we just please announce that on the 10th of October...
I was going to say it now.
I've got the full address now. I've got the full address.
Yeah.
Off you go.
Right.
Go on then.
On the 10th of October, there will be a new divine service starting 7 o'clock while 8 o'clock, and it's at the Community Welfare Centre, Catherine Street. That's Thurcroft, Rotherham. And if you want the postcode, I've even got that. S66 2HF. That's starting on the Sunday the 10th to that address I've just given you. And the first people who are taking the service is me and Tony.
And I'm going to be on the door.
I was going to say that, sweetheart. I wasn't going to leave you
darling.
out.
I know you
And
wasn't.
then Irene's doing a service again for us. I don't know if it's this year or next year. But you all
January.
are welcome to come along if you live close enough.
Come on then. She's here, look.
Oh, Pippin. Oh.
She's walked herself up, haven't you? Can I have a kiss?
Yeah, everybody's welcome if you want to come along.
Yeah.
The doors are opening at 6. We're starting
6:30.
at 7.
No,
sorry,
6:30.
6:30. And we're starting the service at 7.
Yes.
Aren't we?
Yes.
Angela Ellison will be there.
And we are asking everybody to come along. But would you please, because of the situation, would you please wear masks? This is if anybody comes along that's vulnerable, just to keep them safe.
And yourself.
And yourself safe, of course. And we're just going to have a small meeting next week, I think. And we're just going to sort out other bits and pieces so that we know what we're doing on the night.
Can I just say it is a £3 entrance?
Yeah.
On the door. And there will be raffle. But we can sort all that out. But you know where you come in. Come along, you'll have a good night. Because
if
you'll
Jean
see us three.
texts me the address over, I'll put it on my Facebook page and things.
That's what I want us to do, yeah.
And I'm going to put it on All Spirits Together as well. So that, and we'll just get it out there, because I know that a lot of our people from the Unity Centre always go on the All Spirits Together website and have a look on there to see what we're doing. So if I put the post on there for you, Jean, and then that'll be that done. I'll perhaps do that tomorrow for you.
I'm going to do mine tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yes, no problem. So that's it.
Okay. Well, thank you everybody again for joining us. So all that's left is if we can say a closing prayer, please, and Jean can sing our night song.
Well, Jean opened, I did my poem, so just for once, could you closing prayer, Tony, please?
I certainly can.
Thank you.
Can we blend our energies together, please, friends? Great Spirit, Father, Mother, God, thank you for the privilege of gathering together in your name tonight. Father, now that this service has ended, I ask that any energy we've generated go out around the world to the places you know it's needed the most, to those who are suffering in mind, in body, and in spirit, to those who are taking their transition home tonight. May there be love and light to guide them safely home, and comfort and support for those who grieve. Father, I now ask that the veil be closed between the two realms, and that we hand back to you everything which is rightfully yours, in love and truth, honesty and glory. Amen.
Amen.
Amen. Lord, keep us safe this night, secure from all our fears. May angels guard us while we sleep, till morning light appears. Amen.
Amen.
Good night and God bless everybody. I'll see you soon.
Night and God bless.
Good night. God bless.
Good
Night,
night.
everyone. Keep safe.